Zen Baby here. Today we're covering what to do before you even start breastfeeding. But if you already are breastfeeding, don't sweat it, it's okay. So what I want to cover today is milk allergy that's found in a lot of babies, whether male or female. And so it's very important to start doing what I'm about to tell you before you even start breastfeeding. So just a little backstory here. Milk, if you're not aware, I'll put some resources in the description, but milk is pretty much food for baby cows, and our bodies are not able to properly digest and work on milk. So it's no surprise that a lot of babies end up getting milk and soy protein allergy because it's not something our bodies are meant to deal with anyway. They're only supposed to be dealing with our milk, not another animal's milk. And so that's one of the things that's going to really help you understand just, okay, it makes sense. Milk allergy, milk isn't even supposed to be a thing anyway. So before you even start breastfeeding, don't take any more dairy or soy into your diet. And I know it's really hard, but if you are a mom such as myself who wants to do exclusive breastfeeding, this is something definitely take into consideration for you to no longer ingest dairy or soy into your diet. It's hard work, it's sacrifice, but their safety, their comfort, their health is worth it. Huh, Bubba? So, also another thing I wanted to cover is signs that I knew something was off. So I didn't find out Asher had a milk protein allergy until he was about 2 months old. And the way I knew something was wrong, I didn't know it was an allergy, but he was more fussy. He would cry as if he was in pain whenever I would lay him down in the bassinet. It wasn't just the usual, like, oh, mommy, I don't want to be here. It seemed like he was in pain. He also spit up a lot. He would always spit up after I would feed him the milk, which, spit up is normal, but it would be excessive. His nose was always stuffy unusually. Like, I feel like I had to use a bulb syringe on him like twice a day just to keep the mucus coming out, and the mucus was kind of thick. It was a little white, and I was like, why is he's not sick? I don't know why he's congested. And yeah, he was fussy. He would cry often, not just certain times of the day, and a lot of the doctors used to say he was colicky, but that was not the case. And so I was wondering, okay, what is going on? Like, what's going on with my baby? And so those are some of the signs that kind of made me question. And thank God, one of my pediatricians one day told me to bring a poopy diaper to his checkup. And I was like, okay, is everything okay? And I'm so glad she did, because over time I kept telling the doctor symptoms, and I was like, no, it is not acid reflux, no, it's not colic, it has to be something else. So I bring my poopy diaper, or his poopy diaper, to the pediatrician visit, and they tested it, and they came back and they told me, okay, that's what we suspected. Your son has a milk protein allergy, and just to be safe, cut out soy of your diet as well. I'm like, what? Okay. So the way that the doctors found out was they found traces of blood in his poop. Now, some parents, when they're diaper changing their son or their daughter, they will visibly notice the blood. But for me, I was one of the parents that the blood wasn't visible. It was, minor traces. So luckily the pediatrician tested it, and it tested positive for milk allergy. So at that point, I made a decision. Some mothers make a decision of, I'm just going to give my baby formula from now on. Other mothers say, I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to do half formula, half breastfeeding. But for me, when I was a baby, my mom breastfed me till I was 2 years old. And of course, always once your baby reaches 6 months, that's when you introduce solids, but you still incorporate breast milk as in their diet. So my mom did that for about 2 years of my life. And I made another video that talks about the benefits of breastfeeding. Please check it out, because if you can, unless for some health reasons or concerns that you have, if you can, don't stop breastfeeding even if your baby has the milk protein or soy allergy. Keep breastfeeding. You're going to want to know, and I'll put the link above, you're going to want to know the benefits of breastfeeding and how, and once you do, you'll definitely want to keep breastfeeding them. But anyway, so I made the decision of okay, you know what, I'm going to keep breastfeeding and I'm just going to take dairy and soy out of my diet. So Asher is now 5 months old, and I found out he had a milk allergy when he was 2 months old, and it's been a lot easier than I thought taking milk and dairy out of my diet. Thank God, 2020, there's all kinds of other I literally thought I wouldn't be able to have ice cream anymore, and that was all I was focusing on. I was so sad. But luckily, nowadays there's so many substitutes, right? There's almond milk, there is rice milk, there's oat milk, there's coconut milk, there's vegan products now, and I can go to the store and get a pizza that has vegan cheese and no dairy, or sometimes they even X out the soy, and it's great. So it's been a lot easier than I thought. So if you're a mom and you want to keep breastfeeding, it's okay, Bubba's. Don't worry. It's not. You can do it. You can definitely take out dairy and soy out of your diet. One of the things I also wanted to mention, it's a product that I give him that helps, because right now the reason why the doctors found blood in his poop is because the allergy actually harms their gut and starts breaking down the villi. There's villi on the lining of their stomach that helps them digest their food, and the milk actually starts breaking that down. So that's why you see the blood in your stool. So one of the things, it's okay, Bubba. One of the things that I do is he takes a probiotic. It's Enfamil. I'll put it in the description. I'll put it in the description. I'll put it in the description. He's ready for bed, so he's tired. But yeah, so he uses a probiotic by Enfamil, and that's helping to over time heal him and restore him. And since I went on my new diet of no dairy and no soy, he is hardly fussy unless it's for a good reason, like unless he's tired, as now, or he's hungry. That's it. He doesn't really cry throughout the day at all. When I lay him down to sleep, he doesn't sound like he's in pain anymore. He's not excessively gassy. He's not spitting up all the time. It's just wild, the change night and day that happened when I stopped ingesting dairy and soy. And honestly, if you're watching this and your baby's already 6 months old, 4 months old, and you found out that they have a milk allergy, or you're thinking they do, it's never too late to start changing your diet now. But if you are pregnant and you plan on breastfeeding, just don't take dairy or soy anymore, like starting now. And don't worry, your son or daughter will recover, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you learned something, subscribe. If you want to stay updated on my videos, subscribe. Please comment below if you think that your son or daughter has a milk allergy, and I will definitely answer any questions that you might have, or maybe place your experience and advice to others down below.